إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة فكشف الله به الغمة، وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. اللهم اجزه خير ما جزيت نبيًا عن أمته ورسولا عن دعوته ورسالته. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. يقول خبيب بن عدي رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم خرج علينا يوما طيب النفس، فجلس معنا وكنا نتحدث عن الغنى، فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: الغنى لمن اتقى، والصحة خير لمن اتقى من الغنى. He said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came out from his home one time, and we saw him sallallahu alaihi wasallam tayyib an-nafs. We saw him very happy. So he sat with us, and we were talking about al-ghina, richness. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: الغنى is best for the one with taqwa, and health is better than richness for the one who has taqwa. So what is the definition in Islam of al-ghina? يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: ليس الغنى عن كثرة العرب. Richness has nothing to do with how much you got. Richness has nothing to do with how much you got. ليس الغنى عن كثرة العرب. How much يعني you have to display العرب؟ بضاعة you display it. ولكن الغنى غنى النفس. But the real richness is the contentment of the heart. يقول الله عز وجل: about Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. ووجدك عائلا فأغنى. فصار محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم أغنى الناس. He صلى الله عليه وسلم was the richest man according to Allah. ووجدك عائلا فأغنى. And he found, Allah says, he found you poor and made you rich. Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم أغنى الناس, the richest. تقول عائشة كان يطلع الهلال تلو الهلال تلو الهلال ولا يوقد في بيت نبي الله صلى الله عليه وسلم نار. 2 months will pass and no fire will be lit in the house of the Prophet. يعني no cooking. They didn't have anything to cook. فما كان طعامه. So what did you used to eat? 2 months, no food, no cooking. قال أسودان, water and dates. And the house that has no dates is a poor house. محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ما شبع في يوم مرتين. He was never full in one day twice. يعني never had 2 filling meals in one day. كان يربط الحجرين على بطنه. He used to tie 2 rocks in times of hunger to his stomach. So when the stomach is pressured, it thinks it's full. Sends messages to the brain, I'm full. وأغنى الناس, yet he's still the richest. أغنى الناس, he is the richest. And who follows his footsteps will be the richest. How come? Very simple. Very simple. يقول الله عز وجل ولا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا منهم زهرة الحياة الدنيا لنفتنهم. Don't even look. Allah says what? Don't even look at what we had given people. And Allah describes in this verse what He had given people, zahra, rose or flower. فلما تكلم أهل العلم عن سبب ذلك قالوا الزهرة تخطف البصر وسريعة الموت. They said, why Allah compared the blessings or the beauty of this dunya and what He had given people from this dunya with a flower or to the flower. They said because usually the flower catches the attention quick. So you might have a tree, big tree, full of fruits, whatever, oranges, apples, you don't pay attention. You see a rose in the middle of a garden, wow, this is beautiful. But if you have ever bought flowers, the problem with that, they die so quick. It fades so quickly. Doesn't matter how many times you cut the stem, you keep cutting to save money, it dies eventually. And this is the dunya. This is the material world, just like that. Even if it doesn't die, what Allah had given you, you get tired of it. You get tired of it. How many things were so precious and you worked hard to get them, and now they might be in the basement. Or if you're asked, where is it? Oh, I don't know where I put it. Let's move on. Even a garment, piece of clothes, when you buy it, first couple of times you wear it, you make sure nothing, you stop eating or drinking so you don't spill anything on it and doesn't get stained. A few months later, you're using it to clean the floor. Everything in the dunya fades away, vanishes. كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. Everything will vanish. So it will be absurd to believe that the more I have of it, the richer I am. So the key of satisfaction and the key of comfort and the key to reach richness, as the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the richness of the heart. If you don't have that, you can have billions of dollars and you're not happy. And if you have that, you can have a piece of bread and some oil, olive oil. You dip it in and you will be satisfied. It's about the heart. Allah Azza wa Jal in the ayah says what? Do not even look at what we had given others. Because the eye is the door for the heart. The door of the heart. What you see with your eye immediately goes somehow into your heart. Window, door. It's like a window. Let the sun into the building. Your eye lets whatever you look at into your heart. So you must be in full control of what you look at. So Allah Azza wa Jalla says, don't even look at what we had given other people. We had given it to them to test them. And you say, when someone always always buying those magazines, the most expensive cars. ليش تحط حسرة في قلبك انت؟ Why you make your heart feel so sad, so depressed? Wallah, and I have that car. It's $300,000. I have it. It's in the magazine. Oh, I convince himself. I have it on a picture. I have it on the wall. Allah doesn't want that from you. Allah doesn't want that. Allah wants you to protect your heart. That's why the Messenger said, Al-Ghani أو الغنى لمن اتقى والتقوى مكانها في القلب. Taqwa is in the heart. And richness, he says, for the one who has taqwa. Which means when I have taqwa in my heart, I want to make sure that heart is protected. Is protected. So you will not look at what Allah didn't give you. You will not. You're satisfied with what you have. You will be the richest. Wallahi, your life will change. You will go to sleep in peace, not worried. Abdullah, worry about that which is not guaranteed for you. That is Jannah. Jannah is not guaranteed for you. So worry about it. And do not worry about that which is guaranteed for you. Your rizq and your sustenance is guaranteed. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This whole dunya and this whole world we live in is a tool. Look at it this way. Is a tool. Even if you're a handyman and you have toolbox. How often do you think about your toolbox? Do you sit next to you on the dinner table? Do you take it with you on vacation? Do you put it next to you when you go to sleep in bed? Tools. How many people, when they try to do a project, they worry about the tools? What he's thinking, planning. When was the last time you sat with a contractor or an engineer, and when you discuss what you want him to do for you, he starts, okay, we need the tools. No one talks about tools. They talk about the investment, about the project. The dunya is a tool. Allah Azza wa Jal سخر لك everything in this dunya. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا. Allah created everything in this earth for your service. فما بالك أنت you become the slave and the dunya becomes the master. If Allah created it for your service, why you make it in charge of you? This dunya to Allah, as you know, جَنَّا تُسَاوِي جَنَاحَ بَعُوضٍ, is not even equal a wing of a fly. Because if it was of any worth, He will not allow a kafir to enjoy it. Because he doesn't deserve it. The dunya was not created for itself. Allah did not create this dunya because He wanted to create the dunya. Allah created this world for you, to see how you act. Nothing worthy. Wallah. Even the millionaires have hard time when they try to live the life of the billionaires. فأنت يلا check to check and you wanna live the life of the billionaires. Know where you stand. But where you stand does not mean, or your condition financially, doesn't mean who you are, doesn't tell who you are. فقارون was very rich. وفرعون was very rich. والنمرود was really, really rich. وهولاكو was very rich. وابو جهل وابو لهب, they were rich. طب محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم was rich, but on different scale. So you choose who your role model is. Very simple equation. It's not a tricky question. Qarun, the earth swallowed him. Fir'aun drowned. Namrud, a fly killed him. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, no hour passes on earth but someone calling, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Somewhere the adhan is being called and Muhammad is being praised, sallallahu ala Muhammad. Didn't matter how much money he lived. He didn't leave anything for anyone. Few denanir sadaqa were given before he died, given away. One of the people who understood this, a man named Umar bin Abdul Aziz, who understood exactly what it meant to be rich. Umar bin Abdul Aziz became the Khalifa. كان والي المدينة. Then became this, then he reached al-Khilafah, Amir al-Mu'minin. Before he became Amir al-Mu'minin, he would not wear one garment twice. His family was very rich. When he became Amir al-Mu'minin, he realized it's serious now. He gave away everything. Everything. When he was dying, he had 11 children. and he had less than 20 dinar. So he gathered his kids around and he said, your father was given the option to make you rich and die and enter hellfire, or to leave you to Allah and die and enter paradise. He didn't ask them which one you choose. He said he chose a die. He chose to paradise. So they prepared his kafan with 5 dinar. The rest was distributed on his children. A dinar here, dinar each one, dinar rubu, something like that. On the other hand, Hisham ibn Abdul Malik, Amir al-Mu'mineen, when he died, and he had 11 kids, when he died, each child inherited 1 million dinar. فيقول الراوي, the one who narrates the story, he said, والله لقد رأيت ابنا لعمر بن عبد العزيز في يوم يجهز 100 فارس على 100 فرس، ولقد رأيت ولدا لهشام يتسول في الشوارع. He said, والله, I saw one of the kids of Umar bin Abdul Aziz one day preparing 100 fighters with 100 horses to fight fi sabilillah. And I saw a child for Hisham bin Abdul Malik begging in the streets. Umar bin Abdul Aziz left his kids with Allah. Hisham bin Abdul Malik left his kids with the millions. Allah, I don't tell you don't be rich. Be my guest. Go for it. As long as it's in halal way, go for it. نعم المال الصالح للعبد الصالح. It's great to be a believer and rich monetarily. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is most people will never get rich. The problem, most people will not be rich according to the standards. Yet you look at their life and they're also poor with Allah. If you did not get to the level where people consider you rich materialistically in the world, don't be poor in the akhirah. Don't lose here and here. But you can win both even if you don't get according to the standards of people with how much money you got. Contentment of that. To be content. To be satisfied. Aisha radiallahu anha, in one day, they gift Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, send her 70,000 dirham in the morning. Before the evening, all was gone. Sadaqah. Sadaqah. The only way, 70,000 dirham. How can you spend that? Either sadaqah or gambling. Sadaqah. She was fasting. So when she was about to break her fast, she called her servant, Barira. Atya Barira, bring us some food. She said, there is no food. No food. You could have saved 1 dirham. We would have bought something. قالت والله لو ذكرتني لفعلت. If you reminded me, I would have done it. فنسيت نفسها في الله. She forgot herself for Allah. The wife of the Prophet said, how could she do that? How could she do that? Muhammad trained her. That's how he trained her. So they were ready. They were ready. Abdullah, be rich, but be with Allah. Be poor, but be with Allah. The most important, to be with Allah. After that, it doesn't matter whether you sleep on kittan and on silk, or you sleep on the street. As long as you're with Allah, who has Allah with him did not lose anything. And who lost Allah did not win anything. Did not win anything. Sure, the richest man today, they talk about this guy got 50 billion and this guy 60 billion and Abdullah. The richest man today, perhaps all he has was change in the pocket of Qarun. Maybe change, he gives to the kids on the day of Eid. No comparison. No comparison. Where is he? Where is he? Had Allah not mentioned him in the Quran? No. Who's Qarun? And everyone knows Musa. You know the names of people who were rich at the time for Bukhari? Do you know Bukhari? You know the people who were rich at the time of Qutuz, of Salah ad-Din. But you know Qutuz and you know Salah ad-Din. خذ القناعة من دنياك وارض بها لو لم يكن لك إلا راحة البدن يا نفس كفي عن الأحزان واغتنمي يوما جديدا لعل الله يرحم. خذ القناعة من دنياك. Be content even if all you get is health. Abdullah, there are people out there who wish. You know, if you ask him, what's your wish? He tells you, I wish I can use the bathroom without pain. He tells you, I wish I can use the bathroom on my own. He tells you, I wish if I can taste my food. That's his wish. A man came to Ibn Sirin. He said, why Allah made me poor and so rich? He said, would you sell one of your arms for 1,000 dirham or 100,000 dirham? He said, would you sell one eye for that? He said, no. He said, would you sell one leg for that? He said, no. And he went on and on. He said, you got investment hundreds and hundreds of thousands and you complain you're poor. Abdullah, how much you're willing to take for a hand? Raise your hand, let's go. $1 million? $1 million? But for your thumb. شوف انت without the thumb, the hand is very much useless. How much you're willing to give, to take for them? Wallah, if they put the walls of the world in front of you to give away a hand, you won't. Maybe some of you, I'll do it. They're not going to offer you that anyway. But the reality is, you won't. Even if you say now, just we all say, we're going to say La ilaha illallah when I die and that's it. Sallah. أن يثبتنا عندها. يثبت الله الذين آمنوا بالقول الثابت في الحياة الدنيا. But ya Abdullah, حسن الظن بالله عز وجل. Just trust Allah, but work for Him. Please Him. He will make you saved. أما now, أنت في الواسع and you're comfortable here, you can say La ilaha illallah a million times. Same thing. Start. I get artificial one. Let them take it for $10 million. I get an artificial one. That. When it's time for, we're going to cut it now. نعمة واحدة من الله عز وجل. One thing Allah gave you in your body, in your body. Allah tells you to look in your body. سنريهم آياتنا الآفاق في أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم أنه الحق. We will make them see the ayat in themselves, in the space and in themselves. So they will see the truth. Be happy with what Allah gave you. And ask Allah Azza wa Jal to protect you from the fitna of what He might give you. A lot of us think, got it wrong. He thinks the more I get, the better person I'll be. Most probably, 95% of you in here, if not 96, if not 97, on the financial scale, the world financial scale, poor. Maybe you're making ends meet with difficulty. Poor. Where are the rich people? Where are the rich people? How many millionaires here? If you're a millionaire here, how many millionaires? I'm sure 0, maybe 1, 2. Where are the rich people? You see what he's deprived of. You see what you're blessed with. You think that way, you are a winner. You are a winner. I ask Allah to make us amongst الفائزين في الدنيا والآخرة. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا جميع المستغفرين استغفر. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. وأصلي وأسلم على خير هذا المبعوث رحمة للعالمين محمد بن عبد الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. عباد الله, we shift a little bit in the topic, and I'm still disappointed that today, to my understanding, or yesterday, was the last day in school. Was the last day in school, in public school. Where are our kids? What are your kids doing right now? Why they're not here? Even though it's not an excuse that your kids in public school, not to bring them for Jummah, but I give you the benefit of it. Where are they today? And where are they next Friday? Let's stop the injustice we are committing and inflicting against our children. Wallahi la nusri. We will be asked. When you plan to bring your kids to the masjid, what's your excuse now? Allah, now I come straight from work. Arrange your time. Get people to do it. Pay them. Attach your children to the masjid. Wallahi alladhi la ilaha illa hu. The children that are gonna make you happy when you grow old are the children who fear Allah and who know Allah. No one else. No one else. Teach your kids Allah. Attach them to the home, to the houses of Allah. If your kid is 3 or 4 or 5, and take it from me, and never ask you, Baba or Daddy or whatever, take me to the masjid, I want to go to the masjid. You failed. But it's not it, but you failed. If your kid wants to go to the park, your kid wants to have fun, your kid wants to visit his cousins, but never ask about the masjid. You fail. Sorry to say that. But again, it's not late. You can catch up. Bring your kids to the Masjid. Now they're off. There is salah called Isha. There is salawat. Maghrib, Isha. Bring them to the Masjid. Isha is at 9:30, 9:40. You still at work? A lot of us are done with work at that time. Bring them. Ramadan is coming. Don't be a Ramadan guy. Because once Ramadan is off or out, you're out. Start from now. Push yourself from now. Train yourself from now. If you start 3 weeks before Ramadan, maybe you can continue 3 weeks after Ramadan. Not bad. Better than just Ramadan. And you gradually, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and the whole year then becomes Ramadan. Bring your children. They're our investment. I'm sorry, but we're all people here. We're done. We want the children. We want the children to instill and plant in their hearts the seed of Al-Iman. And maybe a lot of us did not get that chance where we were raised. Bring them. As well as from Monday, inshallah, in this masjid, there will be a summer camp. Summer camp. We know you're busy. So we want to give your children an opportunity. Summer camp will include Islam, will include Iman, will include Quran, will include the language of the Quran. And it will include fun. MashaAllah. Your kid is bullied in school? Bring them here. And see what happens next year. I mean, you're going to get complained every day, but it's okay. At least he's not bullied. Teach your kids confidence. Let them earn confidence in the house of Allah. There's something called association. You associate. They start associating confidence. Islam, the masjid. I love the masjid. Makes me feel better about myself. The cards will be distributed. Inshallah, outside, take advantage of it. A few bucks you're gonna spend to cover expenses. And spend it with the intention to please Allah. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أذل الشرك والمشركين اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها يا رب العالمين اللهم انصر إخواننا في الشام اللهم انصر إخواننا في الشام اللهم انصرهم في كل مكان يا رب العالمين اللهم ردنا إلى ديننا ردا جميلا اللهم اجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير اللهم اجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر اللهم اجعل الحياة خيرا لنا من كل اللهم اجعل الحياة خيرا لنا يا رب العالمين اللهم اجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر يا رب العالمين اللهم ردنا إلى ديننا ردا جميلا اللهم أصلح رجال المسلمين اللهم أصلح نساء المسلمين اللهم أصلح أولاد المسلمين اللهم أصلح بنات المسلمين اللهم أصلحنا أجمعين يا رب العالمين اللهم ارحم والدينا اللهم ارحم والدينا اللهم ارحم والدينا اللهم نصرك الذي وعدت اللهم نصرك الذي وعدت عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.